Hello everyone, I am your host Anushka and you are watching E7 News. Let's begin today's bulletin. Karnataka is stocking up its supply of the essential antiviral drug Remdesivir to treat severely ill COVID patients in hospitals amid a surge in cases in the state. Chief Secretary P. Ravi Kumar said the state has pledged a requisition for 70,000 doses of Remdesivir with Cipla, Jubilant Life Sciences in Milan. We received 10,000 doses today. Tomorrow we will get another 15,000 doses and the remaining will arrive next week, he said. He reiterated that there is no shortage of the drug in the state and the government is supplying it to private hospitals based on requirement. We had asked all private hospitals to send us their requirements of Remdesivir. We are supplying the drug to them from our stocks, he added. Spokespersons of some major private hospitals to confirm that the government is supplying them Remdesivir injections after the requirement was sent. There was an acute shortage with a sudden surge of patients who had to be administered Remdesivir. We had sent our requirement of 70 doses for Friday and Saturday to the government and they promptly sent it to us, said Medical Director Bhagwan Mahavir Jain Hospital Dr. Markar. The worsening COVID situation impacted the bypolls held to Belagavi Lok Sabha and Basva Kalyan Assembly constituencies in Bidar district on Saturday as the average voting in both these segments dropped drastically as compared to the last elections. However, the Maski Assembly constituency ST reserved Raichur district recorded 77.48%. Belagavi Deputy Commissioner Dr. K. Harish Kumar said that 54.2% polling was recorded in the Belagavi Lok Sabha bypoll at the end of polling at 7 p.m. on Saturday. The average final polling at the Basva Kalyan constituency is expected to be not more than 62 to 64%. The DC said that of the 8 assembly segments which Belagavi Lok Sabha constituency covers, Gokak recorded the highest of 60.47% voting, not the lowest at 42.88%. To ensure that people follow COVID guidelines while organizing events, the state government has now made it mandatory to avail permission from authorities for booking choultries or wedding halls for any events or ceremonies, including weddings. Organizers have to collect a pass from the local authorities. Speaking to reporters after over a 2.5-hour video conference with the deputy commissioners and senior district officials, Home Minister Basvaraj Bommai and Revenue Minister R. Ashoka said that the directive will not apply to those who have already booked choultries and they can go ahead by following restrictions that are already in place. It will be applicable for new bookings from henceforth. Ashoka said that the temple fairs will not be allowed. Deputy commissioners and the superintendents of police have to visit such places and convince people against holding temple fairs. The DCs and SPs will be held responsible if fairs are held, he added. This is the longest strike by the unions of 4 state-run transport corporations in Karnataka. It's 11 days since the agitation started and still neither the government nor the unions want to win. It has reduced into a battle of egos, putting commuters and those directly and indirectly connected with the transport sector. Families of striking workers, the porters, the cleaners and the daily business units at the bus stands, through insufferable misery. The unions have left no elbow space for negotiations such as they confirm on their demand of getting wages as per the 6th Pay Commission, while the government has hardened its stand, filing FIRs under ESMA and dismissing unruly striking employees. The transport corporations approached the Labour Commission, which declared the strike illegal. The case has now been referred to the Industries Tribunal for judgment. That's it for today. If you have any news to share, you can contact us at 1800 891 3722.